Honest folk sleep at night. What are you doing on the streets?
Welcome! Make yourself at home!
How did you find me?
You said you'd stay in Vizima.
Ah, right. I work in a hospital.
I didn't want to disturb you.
How'd you get past the old hag?
That nice lady downstairs?
She's made my life hell.
Old people are like that.
At least my rent is low. Doctors earn little in Temeria. Many leave.
You stayed.
Someone had to.
Anyway.
Yes?
Shani.
I wanted to talk.
What is it?
Sometimes I dream about the Battle of Brenna. The massacre.
I'm sorry.
But that's it. I'm not sorry. I wake up refreshed and it's like I'm used to suffering. Does that make sense?
It does.
Thanks. Sometimes it's good to share.
Don't mention it.
Yes? Yes?
Shani,
I wanted to talk.
what is...
Sometimes, but that's it.
It does...
Thanks.
Don't men...
Victims in the swamp!
What's happening in the swamp?
Full of monsters and non-humans. No wonder people are dying. No one listens to...
You need anything?
Where did you get milk? There's a quarantine. I've seen no cows.
I lived in the country and I have my ways.
Trinket,
What are you saying?
jewelry.
What use are your goods?
If you need no jewelry yourself, what of others? They're excellent gifts and worth 3 times the gold.
Herb,
Greeting.
you look pale.
Where do you gather your herbs?
If I told, I'd be reduced to beggary and never have a new shawl. Choose what you want and no mischief.
When will the merchants be allowed back into the city?
Witcher,
Zoltan Chive, good to see you.
you got inside the town okay? Plenty of work for a Witcher in Vizima.
It seems so. How did you manage to get in?
Nasty non-humans will always find a way to sneak into human homes.
True enough. Listen, Zoltan, I wanted to talk to you.
Yes?
I'm looking for work.
Monsters are threatening the landing in the swamp. Everyone keeps complaining.
Who should I talk to about ridding them of the danger?
Contact Luvarden. He's usually on the dike, supervising the loading and unloading of goods.
Thanks, Zoltan.
Yes?
I've won a few poker rounds already.
Congratulations! You're a virgin no more. Now you'll play for real.
Where do I find these famed Viziman poker players?
Where you find all other things illegal. Near the hairy bear.
This might get interesting.
Don't be surprised if someone doesn't want to play with you. Real bigwigs will only deal with professionals.
And a professional is...
One who wins at least 4 professional games. Do that and you'll be welcome at every table.
I need to beat 4 professionals. Breeze.
Yes?
Know anything about Vivaldi's bank?
Now it's only Vivaldi's by name.
How so?
New owners. Humans.
That explains a lot.
Really?
How are you doing?
Ever considered marriage, Geralt?
My profession's not exactly conducive to marriage. Infertility, incessant risk, travel. Not many women would agree to that.
You see, I'm having doubts.
Go on.
I haven't seen her for some time, and I'm getting jealous. She-dwarves are so desirable.
I suggest we drink heavily, if that doesn't help.
You mocking me?
I wouldn't dare.
Hardly something to laugh about.
Got a minute?
What's eating you?
I warn you, some philosophy's involved.
The meaning of life, eh?
The evil that witchers fight stems from chaos, from actions aimed at disturbing order. For where evil spreads, order cannot be established. Instead of the light of wisdom, the glimmer of hope, and the glow of warmth, darkness ensues. And in darkness you find nothing but blood, fangs, and claws. Like in the outskirts.
Nicely put, but as young Cero said to King Verdank on their first date, does it have any practical uses?
The right of witchers to live and function in this world has fallen out of balance, because the struggle between good and evil now plays out on a different battlefield with different rules. Evil has ceased being chaotic. No longer a blind elemental power, evil follows rules according to the rights it's been granted. It functions in line with treaties.
That's progress. With more of us living longer, we can slaughter one another in the thousands. Progress is like a herd of pigs. The herd brings many benefits, but no one should wonder at all the shit.
Shit or no shit, witchers exist to slay monsters. How can I when the real monsters hide behind ideals, faith, or the law?
The biggest evil is moral relativity, which kills more than the Catriona plague and dragons combined. Witchers will always be needed, no matter where that pig herd leads us.
Thanks, Sultan.
Time rises and the city guards just stare at skirts.
What a day.
Victor!
What's happening?
What do you want?
Wise dwarves are rare.
I rarely see witchers, but still don't stare. Want to see my stock? What do you... What do you...
Strange. They think of nothing but...
Look how they grow.
Don't you fear the plague?
My garden brings joy. When Melitelli decides my time has come, I will go happily.
Tell me about your mercenary days.
Bring me a morsel to eat and we'll talk. Delicious. Amazing how honest toil can stir the appetite. Thank you, Witcher.
You were saying...
During the war, I served as a mercenary under Pretty Kitty herself. You've heard what a warrior she was. What a woman.
Strong women. Nothing on this earth like them.
Too true. We could take on anyone. I saw half the world as a member of Pretty Kitty's corps of mercenaries. We even went to Zerrikania.
That's really far.
It was hell. Hot as an oven, and humid as a bathhouse. We massacred the natives while Zerrikania massacred us. They have flies there that creep up your nose at night and lay eggs. Then the larvae eat your brain and crawl out your eyes once they mature into flies. Disgusting. Many of us died thus. There were also diseases, venomous spiders and snakes, and many other afflictions I can't even name. I even saw a striped horse. After almost 8 months of fighting the jungle, we had to retreat. Impossible to win a war if you can't locate your enemy. It was the only defeat Pretty Kitty ever suffered.
Interesting story. Thanks.
Look how they grow. Look at...
God.
Grow, my love.
St. Lebioda's hospital for victims of the Catriona plague. Only 2 stages after this. Old Vizima and hell. Damn, I'm gloomy.
No passage.
I'm going inside.
Disease patients inside. I'll not have you spreading the pestilence.
Farewell.
You're huge and ugly.
You bring trouble.
Just play.
Albedo? Yes, this solution. Finally, the Witcher Geralt answers my call.
We meet again.
I need your help again.
With what?
A grave matter. Something that could prove a milestone in alchemy. Connected to your profession, too.
Tell me more.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
I heard Witcher Berengar was working for you.
I hoped you wouldn't discover that.
Care to elaborate?
I hired him to investigate the Swamp Tower. I didn't want to scare you, but I still have designs on that structure.
You hired him and he disappeared. Didn't you find that odd?
It's why I want you to solve the riddle. Maybe you can also discover what befell Berengar.
What do you think happened?
My competitors for that knowledge might have disposed of Berengar. He left this book with me. You might find it useful.
Let's talk about Salamandra. I think you're in league with them.
What, me? Why?
That's what I'd like to know.
What is it you're after?
Something I don't have evidence for yet. You had a job.
Help me fulfill my life's work. A tower stands in the forest swamp near Old Vizima.
A princess up top, dragon below? Thanks, but I'll pass.
Silence, please. Legend says a mage and alchemist built the tower. No princesses or dragons.
So what's my job?
The mage died ages ago, and the tower was forgotten. The power within it attracted and deformed nearby creatures.
In short, it breeds monsters?
Precisely. I want to examine that source, Witcher, and write a dissertation certain to immortalize my name. I'll have access to secrets that have been hidden away in that tower for years. Unfortunately, the tower is locked. I'll pay 1,000 orens to whoever helps me get inside.
I'll see what I can do, though I'm sure this won't be easy.
Were it easy, I'd not need you. Breaking into a powerful mage's lab is complicated. We must gather detailed information on the tower.
Where do I find it?
In the tales and legends recounted by elders and swamp folk. In old books, too. Recorded wisdom is infinitely more reliable.
Any specific titles in mind?
Ransant Alvaro's The Secret Gates, and an alchemy treatise, Ain Soph Hour. I know a certain dwarf had a copy of The Secret Gates. The second book, written by an anonymous gnome, was lost long ago, and could be hard to find. While you search for these, you can test my newest invention, A crystal that links places of power and my workshop. It will allow you to teleport, disintegrating your being into billions of pieces that travel beyond the time-space curve.
And then it'll reassemble my being in your lab? Sure about this?
There is some chance of error, but it's minuscule.
What do you want?
Greetings, dwarf.
Racial segregation with the first words uttered.
What do you want me to call you?
Bah! You're like everyone else. Like the whole accursed city. Vizima humans get everything, we get naught.
I neither live in Vizima, nor am I human.
What then?
A witcher. A mutant.
Well, in that case, sorry. I'm Golan Vivaldi. My cousin, Vimy Vivaldi, once met a witcher. A debt collector, apparently.
I'm Geralt, and I'm no debt collector.
What brings you here?
Do you have a copy of the secret gates?
I do, but I'm unwilling to part with it.
I insist. Just give me a price.
So be it. What brings you here?
I'm looking for the leader of a certain organization.
You suspect me because I'm a dwarf?
I have several suspects, not only dwarves.
What do you want?
I've got my eye on you.
Come back when you stop talking crap.
I've figured out Azar Javed's contacts.
Interesting.
Sorry I suspected you. I know you've lost control of your bank.
Kind to be so frank with a dwarf.
Anytime.
I have information about Javed that might be useful.
Even the smallest details sometimes are.
I saw his name in old files. He paid tuition at the sorcerer school in Barnard. He was expelled after taking an interest in dark magic. He stopped paying tuition, and that was the last trace of him in our system. You're dealing with a renegade, and a dangerous one at that. What?
I hope
that bank has belonged to my...
Goodbye. About the tower.
Yes?
I have new information on the tower.
Tell me quickly.
Before this tower, the mage erected 2 others, but both collapsed. This one served as his house and lab.
I knew that. Anything more?
The mage lived there until he disappeared, most likely dead. He constructed clay golems that served him but hardly seemed a major achievement.
That would agree with the legends of the Sentry.
There are 10 cornerstones involving the elements and threads of fate from which all this was born.
Sephiroth! So the old scrolls are true!
One book contained hints of the stone's whereabouts.
We must find all 10 Sephiroth. I own one of them, Chokmah, the Stone of Wisdom.
I suppose I'm to find the others?
Yes. Near the tower, you'll find a circle of stone obelisks. When you have all 10 Sephiroth, place them on the obelisks. Ah, so close. What a breakthrough. I'll abolish the theory of those stuffy professors in Oxenfurt. I'll destroy them, smash them.
Kalkstein, don't get worked up until I find the stones, which won't be easy. The information in these books is murky at best.
Sorry, could you show me these books? I'll make notes for you.
Here.
There you are.
Might Rubido be better?
Why stay and rot here? This place lacks the beauty that normally surrounds my people. You cannot imagine what you've done.
I'm getting
the
out of here.
divine's curse spares no one.
Greetings, sir.
You the smith's apprentice?
Indeed, I run the shop, keep things tidy. What do you need?
Show me your wares.
Mr. Chive says you're right and honorable, so I see no reason not to trade. Here you are. Human come to see a non-human. You need something?
I'm not entirely human, and yes, you might have something I need.
Malcolm Stein, not a better blacksmith in all Vizima.
Will you sell me your wares?
Zoltan praised you, so we can trade. If you care to buy something, see my apprentice. I do the forging and handle special orders.
elder races inhabit this district. Dwarven craftsmen and elven artists.
Down those Nilfgaard arses!
And what good was your inheritance? Greetings, sir.
Greetings. Who are you?
A shoeshine? Clean that muck off your boots for just 2 orens? First journey to Vizima?
You could say that. Tell me about it.
We've some heavy issues here. There's a quarantine because of the plague. Squirrels are fighting the Order. Monsters breed in hundreds, and we struggle with bandits. As one bard sang, Vizima's like a brothel on fire.
Tell me about the plague.
The plague pushed the king to establish a quarantine, which plagues the merchants. Old Vizima was sealed off. Unfortunately, townsfolk are falling ill here. They bundle them off to Lebioda's hospital.
I'm interested in bandits, but not the ordinary kind.
Something odd there. They operate with brutal but effective force, mainly at night. Their goal remains unclear.
Tell me more about the Order and the squirrels.
The Scoia'tael wage a guerrilla war outside town. The Order of the Flaming Rose replaced the Special Forces. Hatred for non-humans grows daily. You needn't be psyched to see something evil's afoot.
I'm looking for witchers' jobs.
You'll have no trouble finding work. Ask merchants. There's also trouble at the graveyard.
Anything worth seeing?
We boast merchants, an alchemist, a large hospital.
You don't talk like a shoeshine.
Everyone hides skeletons in the closet. Let me tend to your boots. I've bored you long enough.
Curses!
Well, 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 what do we have here?
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
A warrior like no other. Your legend precedes you. How can I help?
I'm looking for some information. Is this where I'll find it?
Good question. I used to work for the lawyers Codringer and Fenn. Satisfied?
The names mean nothing to me, but I'll assume that's a recommendation.
As a professional, you understand information has its price.
I'll pay.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
I'm interested in the people who wear salamander pins.
Just so happens I know a thing or two. Before I go on, I wouldn't mind knowing what your interest in the case is.
Azar Javed. Name mean anything to you?
I've heard it. Why are you looking for Javed?
Let's just say my boots do a rendezvous with his ass.
Usually I charge for information, but I'll give you this bit for free. I've been working on that case for a while.
Personal matter or a commission?
I'll risk trusting you. Let me tell you a story. A happy couple once lived in Vizima. Ordinary as fish in a pond, with a 10-year-old boy. One day the father returned home and was puzzled not to be greeted by his son, his dog, or the smell of dinner on the stove. He suspected nothing until he found the dog dead, shot in the muzzle with a heavy crossbow. He wasn't even sure it was his dog. But then he found his wife pinned to the kitchen door with a spear. He searched the house in vain for his son. The culprits hadn't left a trace. To make a long story short, Vincent Mice had to close the case. No witnesses, no evidence. Except 6 months later, a monster's corpse turned up in a trash heap. Eyes like festering wounds, pale, rough skin, unnaturally muscular body. Everyone had forgotten the murder and disappearance. Almost everyone. See, the missing boy had one characteristic feature, a sixth toe. Only the parents knew about it. Always had trouble finding shoes for the kid. And the dead monster had an identical sixth toe. The father has devoted his life to tracking down the murderers.
I hope he finds them.
Back to reality. This is what I've managed to learn. Azar Javed, a Zerrikanian sorcerer, leads Salamandra. He's more dangerous than a pit of Kikimores, but unfortunately out of my reach. With his contacts and resources, he's got almost free reign in the city.
I got a taste of his abilities. Anything else?
I suspect Salamandra has built a large-scale operation, with gold simply greasing the wheels of their political ambitions. They're conducting genetic experiments, dangerous ones. Regular thugs wouldn't have the knowledge or means.
Who's working for Javed? Any guesses?
The captain of the guard who dropped that investigation disappears nights. Maybe you can squeeze some information out of him.
Is that all?
We might have one more lead. The city guards detained someone who could provide information.
The guards? At the city jail?
Yeah. Find a way to question that prisoner. In the meantime, learn what you can from the guards.
Count on it. People open up to me all the time.
His information could be priceless. Good luck.
Know anything more about the Salamander prisoner?
He may be one of the leaders, though in this town the guards capture pawns while the big fish swim free. We'll know for certain once you question him.
We'll see.
Just one thing. I think you're being followed.
Any suggestions?
Wait here a while. Make them nervous.
Surprise those who want to surprise you. I'll leave at midnight.
The Witcher is taking his time.
He must have left a different way. No matter.
Seems true. I assume the trap is set?
Indeed. Tend to your tasks in the trade quarter.
I'll leave the matter to our best agent.
Challenge the Salamandra! Die, bastard!
Oh, you bastard!
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
What's it like being a private eye?
Lousy work in a town full of dirt and conspiracies. I spend most of my time spying on nobles and rich burghers who cheat on their wives. You can't imagine what people are capable of.
I don't think I care to imagine.
I recently followed Morden, commander of Foltest's palace guards. Heard of him?
I don't think so.
I saw him in the stables with 2 young pages. You wouldn't believe.
I've heard enough.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
What was I supposed to do next?
Talk to Vincent Mice, captain of the city guards, and question the witness.
Can't you talk to the captain?
We're not exactly friends. The captain sees me as competition. He won't talk to me.
All right, I'll check out those leads.
That makes no sense.
Eternal fire, fill my...
Greeting.
You the smiths of...
Sir, I swear...
Can I have...
Forgive me, sir. We sell only to the...
Farewell.
Are you the...
Siegfried.
It is you. That cockatrice...
She was young and fell quickly.
What's your business?
Will you sell me your wares?
I only work for Friends of the Order.
Buy.
Need...
When did you join the Order?
A while ago. My father was an armorer, and I after him.
What does the Order do in Vizima?
We help fight the plague, keep the peace, and fight monsters.
Plenty of work.
We protect the people and bear the light of the eternally flaming rose.
Bye. Incredible. Vizima boasts a bad neighborhood.
Stop.
Damn, what a freak.
No sense.
Are you lost?
Who lives here?
Don't answer a question with a question.
Let me rephrase.
Some nerve. This is Ramsmeat's house, and he never spoke of a visiting mutant, so scram.
Care to relax a little, handsome?
Only a little.
Depends. I'm open to suggestions.
Let's talk.
All right, we'll chat. But I'm counting on more.
Surprise me.
We know so little about love. It's like a pear, sweet and shapely. But try describing that shape without saying pear.
I'm no poet, but I can tell a peach when I see one.
A charmer? If this conversation carries on, I'll want some of that fruit.
Any work for a witcher?
Some men are troubling my girls. Take care of it and we'll compensate you. Generously.
I'll see what I can do. Where can I find these men?
There are 3 places they frequent at night.
Mark them on my map.
Nice to see you.
Many girls like you working in Vizima?
Plenty, but I'm the prettiest.
No doubt.
Nice to see you.
Have things calmed down?
Not yet. Keep trying.
All right.
Nice to see you. Nice.
See.
I'll give you the world. Out, or I'll call the boss.
Can you believe women calling the shots? Who's there?
Just a witcher.
Just?
Geralt, greetings.
What happened?
A show of force. They smashed a window and packed 3 bolts in Coleman's gut. Used dispersive bolt heads. A Havkar speciality. And highly illegal.
Who killed him?
Damn Scoia'tael. Now folk will call him a good man, saying how he helped old ladies. A sense of pogrom approaching. The damn shits drew up a list of enemies, and they've begun eliminating them without regard for the consequences.
Why Coleman?
Anger? Revenge? Some elven youth probably overdosed. The note on one of the bolts read, White Death Trader. He was selling fisstech to kids, cheaper than anyone else. And you know how addictive it is.
I'm surprised they acted in town.
They feel strong now they've got arms. Some fool did business with them. I suspect Harren Brog. What terrible times.
Fragmenting tip. Enters the stomach as 1, exits the back as 3, mincing the internal organs. Hawker's specialty. Useless against armored soldiers, the tips burst on the surface of even the lightest armor. They're used to kill civilians, for show, as a cruel warning. I know where the weapons that killed Coleman came from. I need to avoid those situations, remain neutral, not get involved.
Hello.
What?
There's a comfortable bed out back.
Anything interesting happening here?
Boys fight each other. Some wager on the outcome. Sometimes they beat up visitors. Altogether boring.
Let's go out back.
I was jesting. My man would tear off my head if I went with you.
Maybe we should risk it.
No. He beat me so badly recently I spit out a tooth.
Well, well.
No, still a member. But I hear they're looking for you.
Sharp tongue. Good fella. What can I get you?
What's with all this betting?
Common folks' entertainment. 2 toughs fight. We wager on who wins.
What do those nuts get out of it?
Gold. Spectators have a laugh while the boys let off steam. If something goes awry, the dogs get some supper. Barely escaped some creatures last night.
Geralt, it's been ages. I couldn't believe Zoltan when he said you'd returned.
It's me, Monroe. Exiles, the war, you, Zoltan, and I helped them. You must remember.
How's life?
Can't complain, I have a nice slow job as a bouncer.
That's slow?
The guests settle things between themselves. It's a quiet place. Birds don't ever shit in their own nests.
Anyone play dice here?
I play professionally, I'd say.
Care for a game?
Sure, we'll see if there's truth to the rumors about you.
Whenever.
Even now.
Damn it.
Mate.
Cursing the heavens.
You bring trouble.
Look how they grow.
I'm more interested in silver swords.
I knew one of you would come by eventually.
You lost it playing dice?
I was sure I'd win. Beware the sharp one plays well.
Where did you get this sword?
5 years ago there was a battle near Brenna. When the dust had settled, our men had beaten the Nilfgaardians. We ceased to call ourselves an imperial province that day.
You captured the sword during the battle?
Yes, it was Witcher Cohen's. A strapping fellow and a rare breed. Not very talkative, mind you.
Like most of us.
I gave my word the sword would find another Witcher. As he lay dying, he mumbled about teeth and destiny. Then he laughed at his own death.
Yet you lost it gambling?
I kept it hidden for 5 years. I lost hope I'd ever run into another Witcher. Miss Shani knew Cohen. She works at the hospital.
Thanks.
Good luck on the path.
I'm here about the notice.
You look like a warrior. Care to kill Echinops for me?
Certainly.
Bring their thorns as proof. Oh, no use talking.
I have questions.
Ask.
Know anything about this salamander prisoner?
Why would I tell you? The captain would kill me.
Maybe I can persuade you.
Powder would help. I never turn down good phys tech.
Tell me about that salamander prisoner.
But... I hardly know anything.
Where is he?
They took him to Lebiota Hospital.
Thanks. Who did you confiscate the Witcher's sword from?
Tala, the fence. Has to earn his living somehow. Before we let the professor out, Tala and Vincent were chatting in the courtyard.
Before I went down the sewers. Somehow I sense it was no coincidence. Where do I find Thaler?
I marked the place on the map. But don't kill him. We have a deal with him.
You should drop that habit.
Maybe, but not today.
See ya.
I feel I could single-handedly stop a cavalry charge.
Your reputation precedes you. I heard you killed 3 monsters and brought in proof.
True.
A special reward. This runic stone. Use it well. The city should offer more rewards soon.
They say you're holding a salamander prisoner.
Maybe we are. What's it to you?
Well, I wouldn't mind knowing.
You'll get no information out of me or my men.
See ya.
For a deluge.
What? What you...
What a downpour!
What a downpour.
The scourge of the forge this way. No passage.
I'm going inside.
Disease patients inside. I'll not have you spreading the pestilence. Come back
as you wish.
I detest this weather. It's rained hard in a while. Storms come in.
The strength within us will heal.
The town cemetery. The dead and undead await behind that gate. Plenty of work for a witcher.
What'll it be? Pine or oak, perhaps? An entire crypt? Let's see. 5 ells wide.
I don't need a coffin. I don't intend to die anytime soon.
Makes sense. Maybe we can do business.
What business?
A partnership. With those swords, you doubtless lop off a few heads occasionally. When you dispatch another soul, let me know, and you'll earn a share from the coffin.
Stop fooling. I need something else.
What do you need?
I'm here about the notice.
Yes?
I understand you need 6 jugs of dog's lard.
I want you to cull as many mutts as possible. Bring me the lard as proof.
Why is the cemetery shut?
Because the dead refuse to rest in peace. Fear not, they stay in their graves in sunlight. Someone should tend to them, though. Perhaps someone will offer a reward, but for now, no one seems bothered.
Tell me something else.
What do you need?
Farewell.
Doesn't look like we'll end anytime soon.
Eternal fire, fill my heart.
The eternal fire lights my way.
Hasn't rained hard in a while. Ha! The neighbor's laundry is getting wet.
Geralt, good to see you. Where are you going?
To the dike.
No passage. Captain forbids it.
Why?
Captain's orders. Talk to him.
Gentlemen, that's no way to treat a hero. Geralt, the witcher that saved Vizima from a terrible cockatrice.
A hero? Well, that changes things.
He's almost one of us.
In that case, please pass, Master Geralt. We'll drink your health at the inn.
Thanks, Siegfried. A surprise in the sewers. A night of the Flaming Rose, soaked in stench from head to foot. I usually work alone, but this was an opportunity to see a knight in action. I must say he did rather well for a human. That was rare gratitude he showed.
Geralt, I was wondering if you'd care to join the Order.
I hadn't really thought about it. I'm here about the notice.
I suspected it would interest you. Have you proof of slaying 10 drowners?
No, not yet.
Return when you have their tongues.
What's happening?
Are you working or out for a walk?
Simply a walk, I guess. But I'm flexible. You jest.
Vizima. Beyond that gate, the Catriona plague kills dozens every day. I have a feeling the quarantine's useless.
Yes?
I seek the Sephiroth stones. I haven't yet located them all. I thought you might know such art and oddities.
I once purchased one for its magical potential, which turned out false. And I paid a mage a costly sum for the examination.
Then would you sell it to me?
Sell my Tipparath? I'm rather fond of it.
I'll give you a good price.
500 orns?
I didn't think it was worth so much. But all right.
I wear Tipparath as an amulet. We can deal right now.
I don't have the money yet, but I'll bring it soon.
No hurry. I'm not that eager to make the trade. Yeah?
I heard creatures threaten the transport of goods.
Yes, I assume you're not asking for curiosity's sake.
I'm hoping someone will pay for their removal.
I may. The dog by the swamp is crucial to my business. The creatures have caused me losses.
What are the beasts like?
Drowners. They emerge at night, destroying goods and murdering carriers. I'll pay 400 orns to be rid of them.
A pleasure doing business.
Indeed.
Let's talk.
Yes? Yes?
How's business?
You think me a seller of turnips? I run businesses you can't even fathom.
I see.
You're confusing reflected stars for the night sky. I'm waiting for important news.
Farewell. Where do you go?
I ferry people from Vizima to the swamp and back.
I'll find you later.
Not a moment's rest. Whoosh!